Hey beauties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ladine, but you can call me Lay. If you haven't done so yet, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. So today I want to talk to you guys about overcoming the opinions of others. Say for the people in the back. Overcoming the opinions of others. This is something that most people struggle with. There's actually three things that a lot of people struggle with: overcoming their fears, overcoming their past, and overcoming the opinions of others. But we're just going to touch on the third one for right now. We grew up seeking the approval of our parents and everyone around us, our peers, teachers. If you did well in school, you brought home the right grades, you were rewarded for it. If you were a good friend, you're rewarded for it or whatever. I just want to encourage you to be a good person for you. Stop seeking the validation of every and anyone else, because it's a very crippling behavior to actually take on. You have to get yourself to a place where you know that you are doing what is best for you and validating yourself. Usually what we do is when we value a person's opinion, we take it to heart. And there's nothing wrong with listening to the opinions of other people, but not everything you need to listen to. Not everything you need to take it to heart, right? Words are seeds. And if they're planted deep enough, especially negative ones, if they're planted deep enough, and the more you revisit that thought, it will grow. So if you're reciting negative things, that's possibly because something was once said to you and your subconscious mind has now registered it as your truth and you're living that out. Here's an example of that. If someone told you once that you're not deserving of love, or who would ever love you? I'm the only one that's going to love you. Nobody will love you, right? Your subconscious mind registers that as you are undeserving of love. And what will happen is your reality will match whatever your subconscious mind thinks about you. So you don't believe that you're deserving of love. You're going to sabotage all the relationships and friendships or whatever you get into. You have to get yourself to a place where you're not dependent on the validation of others. Like, God forbid one day that person wakes up and they're just like, oh, deuces, I'm out. Then what are you going to do? You no longer have that person to tell you that you're beautiful, that they love you, that you are worthy, that, stroke your ego and all of that. You have to be doing it for yourself. Make sure that you're pouring into you as much as you expect other people to pour into you. Because if it ever stops, your self-esteem is going to go down. Your confidence is going to go down. You knowing that you're worthy and deserving is all going to decrease. A lot of people get self-worth and self-esteem confused. So self-esteem is my perception of my worth and my value. So me knowing that I'm worthy and deserving of love. Me knowing that I am smart. Me knowing that I am beautiful. Me know flaws and all. Self-worth is knowing that just because I'm above ground means that I'm deserving of all that I desire. Just me being alive means that I am worthy. That is what self-worth is. And you have to have that value for self. When you're seeking the validation of others, that means that you're lacking in one of those two things. You have to build that up so that if somebody is to take those words of affirmation away, you'll be good. It's okay to walk away from things and people who don't treat you correctly, who don't love you the way that you're loving on them, who don't, pour into you like how you pour into them, who don't value you as a person. But in order for you to get to that place, you have to value yourself. Because there's a difference with a person who understands that you don't know your worth and you don't know your value, than a person who comes into your life and sees that you know your worth and your value, and they won't try certain things or play certain games because they're just like, this ain't gonna fly over here. Get somebody else to do it. Right? So you just have to get to a place where you know that you're worthy and deserving of, and then you increase your self-esteem. Right? And do the things that you love. Find things that you're interested in. It doesn't always have to be about everyone else. You're boosting your self-esteem for you. I often hear people say, my kids come first. I'm a mom. And the truth is, I come first. And the reason why I say that is because if I'm not good, my kids aren't good. If my mental health isn't good, then my kids' mental health won't be good, right? Because it's a chain reaction. There's a reason why on airplanes they make you put on your oxygen first and then put on your children or the person beside you. Because if you're no good to yourself, you can't be good to someone else. And it's really that simple. So take care of you wholeheartedly. Let me leave you with this. Seeking the validation of others stems from not knowing who you are. And I'm going to do a full video on that one. So make sure you hit the subscribe button. But when you don't know who you are, you will continue to seek the validation of others. You will open the door for people to take advantage of you. You'll open the door for people pleasing. There's so many other things that can go wrong. Loose boundaries, right? You don't have any boundaries, so people just give you whatever and do whatever with you and then toss you out like an old rag. You have to know who you are. Rid yourself of the persona that you're walking around with. Let people meet the true you. It's interesting because once you start loving on you and owning who you are as a person, your flaws and all, some people are going to fall off, but the right people will find you. You will find your tribe, I promise you. Stop living in the shadows. Stop listening to other people and their opinions and what they think and this and that or whatever. Stop changing things about yourself, trying to change the things that make you you to please other people. If you have not done so yet, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. I'm still a little bit nervous. This is my second video, guys, so don't eat me up for it. Bye. Catch you in the next video.